first part. We're doing Pilates. We're doing it with a mat. You may need a ball, a ring, or a strap or a towel. And we're going to start today in prone to work the upper back in extension. So let's get started. You can hear me now, right?
Yes.
Great. Okay. So let's go to the floor. We're going to roll down. And we're going to do the bear walk out. So it's one arm, one leg. A safe and easy way to get to the floor. And we're going to start in the prone position, belly down. Okay. The first thing we're going to do is place our hands clasped at the small of our back. And we're going to drop our elbows to the floor and then bring them up and squeeze as tight as you can, the shoulder blades kissing. You're going to feel an opening of the frontal pec, and then you're going to release that down into internal rotation, and then squeeze back into retraction. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And back down again, and squeeze. Back down, and squeeze. Down. Each time you go up, make sure you really squeeze that upper back, widening out on the chest, and then release. Two more, up. This is a great exercise to do if you've been sitting too long at your computer. And one more, up. Feel the upper back, recruit every one of those muscles in the upper back, and release. Good job. Okay, from here, we're going to keep our hands here for a second, and then we're going to move them out to goalpost. And then we're going to reach up and then bring it back. Now, this may be a little more difficult if you can't lift yourself high off the floor. So we're going to extend the spine with the arms overhead, then bring it back and turn and drop. Up, change the position of your neck each time. Rotate from the left to the right. Up and back. Up and back. Up and back. And we're going to do 4 like this. We're going to go up, goalpost arms. Up, goalpost. Up, goalpost. Up, goalpost. And rest. You should feel a little bit of fatigue in those shoulders, but make sure you keep those traps down and you don't punch into your ears. Now we're going to do a dart pose, and we're going to lift off and then come forward. Up, come forward. Extend, come forward. Extend, come forward. Extend, forward. One more. Extend, forward. And place the hands down on the floor. Palms flat. Now, plug your shoulders. Try not to let the arms or the shoulders come up to the ears. And let's just arch and back down. Arch and back down. Arch, back down. Arch and hold. Now we're going to add to this. We're going to arch, lift, down. Now when you lift, don't tilt. Try to keep square. Keep those shoulders square. Don't roll to one side. Keep it all square. Let's try the other arm. Up and down. Remember when you lift that arm over your head, not to scrunch your shoulders. Keep your shoulders down. Up and down. Up and down. There might be one side you go higher than the other. Up and down. When you lift the one arm, press the other arm into the floor. That helps. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Two more. Up. Keep those shoulders down. Good job. Now we're going to do both arms lifting. Take an inhale. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. You're going to feel that whole back engaged. Lift, lower. Shoulders down. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. Lift, lower, and rest. Let's just put our arms to our side. Let our shoulders roll to the floor. Widen the back and feel the stretch and the release. You may be a little sore tomorrow working that upper back. One more stretch before we move on. Press the glutes to the heels and the armpits to the floor. And hold. Come up. And now, before we move out of prone or quadruped, we're going to do our planks and get them out of the way. So we're in that beautiful quadruped position. Our hands are right under our shoulders, and our knees are right under our hips. Our back is flat. Now, you can do this on your elbows. You choose what's best for you. We're going to do the front plank. One leg out, and then the other leg out. Pull the navel into the spine. Try to think of your heart reaching to the ceiling without arching your back. And hold. Now, if you need to put your knee down to make the turn, feel free. We're going to go into the side plank. Pull the abs in, square up the hips and chest, and breathe. Change. Back down. Now we're ready to turn over and do our reverse plank. So we work the abs, most importantly, during planks. We also work the shoulders, the arms. And this particular one really helps with chest expansion. So you can slightly bend the knees if that makes it easier. Or you can press your heels long-legged into the floor, chest high, hand position here or here. You choose what's best for you. And up we go and breathe. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, breathe. 3, 2, lower down, shake it out. Good job. We're going to do a C curve rounded to the floor to prepare our body for the ab series. So sit as tall as you can sit, a vertical position of the trunk, and we're going to have a bent knee position on the legs. Arms are forward. Try not to pull yourself out of your shoulder joint. And we're just going to work the lower body first. We're going to move the butt, then the waist, and then the ribs. And we're in a beautiful C curve. This is a static hold. Keep your shoulders where they are and go forward and back. Forward and back. Make sure that your abs are in to the spine. Forward and back. Forward. Knees are definitely facing the ceiling, no turnout. And hold. Now hold that there. Then lower down to the waist. A little harder. Up, back. Up, back. Up, back. Up, back. Up, back. Up, hold. For 4, 3, 2, all the way down. The tendency, because these are difficult, is the hoist. Make sure that it is a small micro movement using control. All right, post those feet. Are we ready for some lumbo-pelvic activity? We're going to lift up and press down. Lift up, press down. Up, press down. Up, press down. Circle 1, circle 2, circle 3, and circle 4. Reverse your circle. Check in with your upper body. Make sure the collarbones are wide, the backs of the arms are on the floor, the arms are long, and the neck is long to the floor. Now from here, we're going to go all the way up the spine past the shoulder blades. Take an inhale and an exhale and curl up. All the way up till you open up those hip flexors and back down. Let's try that again. Inhale, on a count of 4. We're going to roll up. 1, 2, 3, 4. On a count of 4. We're going to roll down. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good job. All right, this time we're going to go up. And we're going to stay up. We're going to count. Inhale, up 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're high up on our hips. The hip flexors are open. The hips are square. The abs are in. The ribs are wrapped. And we're going to kick and take it out. Kick up and take it out. Up and out. Up and out. 8, 7. All the while, the pelvis is not moving. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Reestablish that position with your hips high up, hip flexors open. Let's go to the other leg. Kick it up and out. Up, out. Up, out. Now you really have to put energy in that leg, or you will have your hips bobbing and weaving the whole time. We don't want to do that. We want to stabilize, then mobilize. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Time to roll down that spine again. Inhale. Exhale. All the way to the tailbone. And rest. Good job. Okay, it's time for a ring or a ball or a thick towel to place a little bit above the knees, in the thighs, squeezing that ring until the hips, knees, and toes are completely lined up, or the ball, or the thick towel. You want to make sure the pelvis stays neutral while you squeeze with your hips on the floor. And squeeze. 2, 3, 4. Try to smooth out the squeeze. Try not to stutter, especially if you're using a ring. It's a lot of tension in that ring. Keep breathing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Now with the hold, you're going to curl up the spine, pelvic tilt up, and then roll through to the tips of the shoulder blades. Pull the ribs down, navel in, pelvic floor is working, and squeeze. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. hold the squeeze, tap your tail, lift your tail. Try to open up those hip flexors each time you come to the top. Breathe. Squeeze the glutes for 4, 3, keep squeezing, 2, and 1. Roll down, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Great job. One more, we've got to do our suspension bridge, because the suspension bridge is so strengthening to the back body for the hamstrings, the glutes, and the multifidi all along the spine. Such a great rehabilitative exercise. So chest wide open, arms long, slightly bend the knees, slightly is the word, and press those heels. No turnout with the legs at all. It's all parallel position. You want the hips to be in neutral, and you hover by lifting the glutes off the floor, hovering. It's not a high lift, it's a very low lift, but the glutes are not touching. And breathe for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Good job. Let's give those hamstrings and low back a little break by circling. And reverse. Enjoy this moment. We're about to start the ab series. So before we go on, let's go to full supine position with our legs long. Let's talk a little bit about the neck. If that neck is bending back, that's an extended neck, not in line with the spine. So you may need a little pillow to help the extension of the neck. So the neck lines up with the spine and you are neutral in the neck. So let's do that. If you don't want to start your ab series like this, you want to be in a nice long neck to the floor, wide chest, ribs in, navel in, pelvic floor lifted, and let's move our legs up to tabletop, squeeze the inner thighs, put the arms to 90, plug the shoulders, and let's inhale. Exhale, roll through to the tips of the shoulder blades, scoop the belly, eyes over the knees. Let's start the 100. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. That 5 is in, and 5 is out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, out. In for 5, out for 5. In, out, in, out. 2 more, out. Last one, and out. Good job. 5 in, 5 out equals 100. Now we're going to take our skinny little towel, and I emphasize the word skinny. Can't be too big in depth, in the width of the round. And you put that right under your waist to help facilitate the roll. The legs are long, feet are flexed, the shoulders are plugged, the ribs are wrapped, the navel is in, the pelvic floor lifts from the pubic bone up to the navel, and we have our powerhouse ready to start our roll up. Inhale, exhale up. Reach and round back down, slowly articulating through the spine. Inhale, exhale, pull into the abs, reach, neck in line with the spine, and round. Again, inhale, exhale. When you do this, make sure when you get to this point, the neck is not here. The neck is in line with the spine. And roll down. One more of these. Inhale. Exhale. Keep those heels on the floor throughout. Reach and lower and rest. Good job. Okay, we're ready for our leg circles. Right leg in the air, slightly turned out from the hip. Pelvis remains neutral. No hiking of the hips, no twisting of the hips. Circle the leg in, down, out, and up. In, down, out, and up. Now reverse that. We're going to go out, down, in, and up. Out, down, in, and up. 4, 3, think long through the leg. 2, and 1. Change sides. Take it in, down, out, and up. Circle. Find your powerhouse. Don't let the pelvis move. Breathe. Reverse your movement. Out, down, in, and up. 4 more. Slow and controlled. Back in, flex the feet, bring the knees in, and open up that low back. From this position, let's roll up for rolling like a ball. Come to the edge of your mat. Pull your heels into your glutes. Squeeze your inner thighs. Scoop your belly, round your spine. We're going to bounce off our feet here, and we're going to inhale on the roll. Inhale. Exhale back up. Inhale, up. Keep a static position throughout. Inhale. Make sure the shoulders are down and you're breathing. This is a real breathing exercise. One more. Hold it there. Balance. Leg out. Roll down. With control, single leg stretch. Your nose and your knees are looking at each other. Now double leg straights. Eyes over the knees. Stay high. Up and around. Spiral those shoulders. Squeeze those legs together. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Take one leg up, one leg down, scissor. 1, 2, switch. 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 3, 2 more. 1 more. Lower the head. Widen the chest. Open and cross it 3 times. Open, cross. Open, cross. Open, cross. Open. Open. 1 more. Open and hold. 2 legs become 1. Come up to the tips of the shoulder blades. Sink the belly. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Breathe. 2 more. Tabletop. Crisscross. 1. Armpit to knee. Try to keep both shoulder blades off the floor throughout the exercise. Breathe. 4 more. You did it. Abdominal series, check. Okay, a nice arch in the back to open up the front body and hold. Bring the arms around, bring the legs in, head up, roll up. For spine stretch forward. If you need a little booster seat under you, feel free. You can bend your knees if it's too much stress on your hamstrings. Arms come forward. Lug those arms into the shoulder joint. Sit tall against an invisible wall. Start with the peeling off the wall with the neck, then the shoulders, then the blades, then the low rib, then the top of the hips, and then back, hips, waist, ribs, shoulder blades, neck, head. Use your breath throughout. Inhale to prepare. Exhale. Don't forget the inhale through the nose. The exhale through the mouth. One more. Inhale. Peeling off that wall. Then back onto the wall to sit tall. Good job. Come to the edge of your mat. Open leg rocker. Legs are as wide as the mat. Knees and ankles are on the same level. You're rounded through the low back. The chest is high. The elbows are broad. Eyes on the horizon. As you roll back, exhale and look down. On the way up, come back to the horizon with the eyes. Exhale. Up. Exhale. Inhale, eyes up. Not to the ceiling, just to the horizon. This will help flow the roll much better if you use your eyes in the proper place. If you want, you can add the straight leg, holding on to the ankles. A little more difficult. Inhale. Exhale. Hold it there. Hold it. Lift that chest to the ceiling. Eyes on the horizon. Squeeze the legs together. Back down for the corkscrew. Chest open. The corkscrew is a lower body rotation. The upper body is quiet and stable. Take it up, circle the hips, and then come into the center and stop. Up, circle the hips, stop. Reverse your circle each time. Up, circle, stop. Keep the head firmly on the floor. Don't move the neck. Up, circle, stop. One more. Up, circle, stop. Bring the knees in, roll up. Make sure when you do the corkscrew that you keep those legs squeezed together. Two legs become one. Here you're going to find that place of width in your legs that you can comfortably cross the midline of the body. So you want to flex those feet, feed energy out through the heels, and never once during the whole segment of the saw do you move your hips. It's an upper body rotation. Keep the arms long, turn, 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 look behind you, and reach, flex forward, cross your hand past the little toe, back up, keep the twist, and then come to center in a very long spine position. Turn and reach. Flexing through the spine, reaching up. Make sure the chest stays open, the back stays long. Now turn, now flex. up, back to center, turn, flex, up, back to center. One more on each side, turn, flex, up, back to center. This is your last one. Turn, look behind you, and flex. Pull that navel in, up, back to center, close your legs. Flex your feet. Feet energy once again out through your heels. Sit on both sits bones equally as you turn. So, let's inhale here. Exhale, turn. Each side. Don't move the arms. The body creates the turn. I should say from the waist up creates the turn. The hips remain quiet. This is called the twist. And center. Good job. Okay, so we've done a lot in supine today. We also warmed our body up in extension, which is great because this will help with these next upcoming exercises. We've also done some twists, both lower body and upper body. And now we're going to extend the spine. So let's come down and let's turn our head. And once again, put our hands at the small of our back, clasp our hands and drop our elbows. Hold it there. And you want to kick 3 times. No, yeah, kick 3 times. I'm doing double leg first. 1, 2, 3, reach up. Turn, drop. 1, 2, 3, reach up. These should feel a little easier since you already prepped your back at the beginning of class. Turn, 1, 2, 3, up. Turn, 1, 2, 3, up. Bring the arms to the front. Make sure the elbows are extended out towards each side of the mat. Clasp the hands. In reverse, we're going to do the single leg kick now. So first start in an arched, extended position of the back. Point, flex, point, and lower. Point, flex, point, and lower. Point, flex, point, and lower. Point, flex, point, lower. Point, flex, point, lower. Point, flex, point, lower. Good job. Now, we're going to do the swan prep. That's the hands are right at mid-chest, elbows anchored in like the cobra in yoga, and we're going to arch up and lower down. When you arch up, do not bring your shoulders to your ears. Keep them down. The blades are in and down also. Stability, you want a congruent position with your upper back. Up, lower. Up, lower. Up, lower. Up, lower. Now, stack our hands and we're going to do the lower body lift, slightly turned out from the pelvis, so the toes are a little higher than the heels, and lift. Try to get the whole thigh off the floor as you squeeze your glutes. Up, lower. Up, lower. Up, lower. Up, lower. Now we're going to add the 2 together. We're going to arch, lift. Arch, lift. Arch, lift. Arch, lift. Arch, lift. One more. Arch, lift. And takes us right into the child's pose. We're going to come now to our sideline position and work this area while we maintain a strong trunk. Elbows are up. We're going to bring our knees in, and we're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. Your legs are, the bottom leg is along the side of the mat. You're forming a perfect right angle from the hip and a perfect right angle from the knee. Lift and lower. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Try to stay strong in that upper body. 1. Take the legs back a little further. The heels are in line with your glutes. Now lift again and lower. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4 more. 4, 3. You're going to feel this. 2 and 1. Good. Now we're going to go to the floor with our head, and you might want to introduce a little pillow here to keep your neck in neutral alignment. Keep your chest open. Stack your hips. Stack your shoulders. Bring your legs back up again into that perfect right angle. Tilt the top leg, knee down to the floor, toe up and down, really targeting the glute medius and minimus, and down. Internal rotation of the leg from the pelvis. Now flex it up. Use your abs to sponsor the movement. Now take a toe and a heel. A toe and a heel. Make sure that knee is driving down towards the floor on the top leg. 4 more. And rest. Good job. You should feel that in those outer thighs, hips, very strengthening movement. Okay, we're going to come up, and we're going to go to the other side. We're going to start high on the elbow. Line the legs up. Lift the ribs, and up and down. Up and down. The legs go alongside the edge of the mat, the lower leg. Concentrating on keeping feet together and the knee lifting. Right here. Now take the legs back a little further. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Strengthening the lateral hip. Abs are in. Let's go to the floor. You need a little pillow. Bring those legs back up to a right angle. Take the top leg, put it in front of the bottom leg, toe up, knee down, and lift. Keep the shoulders rolling forward. Keep the chest wide open. Use your abs to maintain the support of the trunk. Let's flex it now. And now let's point it and flex it. Point it and flex it. Point, flex, point, flex. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good job. All right, let's come up. Let's go to the center. Let's do some can-cans. Hip flexor and core work. So, you can go to your elbows on the can-can, as long as you keep your chest wide open, or you can stay on the long arm here, as long as you keep your chest open. Take our legs up to tabletop. Squeeze them as tightly together as you can. We're going to work the obliques, hip flexors, and abs. So we're going to go side, side, up, and around. Now when you do this, you don't want to open the legs. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Keep them tight, 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 around. The upper body remains relatively quiet. Very active, but quiet. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. On 3, pull that navel in even deeper. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stretch it out. Flex the feet. Point the feet. Flex. Point. Flex. Point. Let's get ready to do the prep for the neck fold. So we're going to sit as tall as we can possibly sit, pulling those abs in. You can bend the knees to get relief to the low back or hamstrings. Arms come behind with a wide open elbow, and the hands are at the occiput, which is the lower part of the skull. The heart remains high, the chest remains open. You're going to go back 45 degrees. Then from the bottom, which is your tailbone, you're going to roll through the lower part of the spine up to the middle part, and then flex forward into a rounded back, keeping the shoulders down and the neck long. And then you're going to reset the spine from the base of the tailbone all the way up to the top of the head. There's a lot of articulation in this exercise. So here comes the straight back, then the rounding of the tail, deep into the abs, slide the shoulders down, round over and flex, eyes looking at the knees. Then restacking the spine all the way up to the top of the head, heart high. Keep the feet flexed, straight back, hold, round through the low back, into the abs, rounding over, eyes to the knees, restack. One more, straight back, round back, pull the navel in, round over the legs into C curve, restack, hold, and rest. Good job. Okay, let's slide to the floor in supine for a little bit of teaser work. Once again, you can use your little rolled up towel. See how skinny it is to support your low back. It takes the strain off the low back. All right, we're going to start in tabletop today. So, we're going to take our arms over our head. But when we do this, we have to really corset our ribs and not let them boink out. We've got to really pull our arms into our shoulder joint and pull those ribs, wrap them around the spine, sink the navel, and lift the pelvic floor. And we're going to spiral the arms around, lifting the head, starting to stretch the legs up, and there you are into the high part of the teaser, and then back down. Now, if you only come this far, that's fine. You have to honor what your body allows you to do. Do not try to force this movement or curl your body into this movement. Keep it smooth, keep it controlled. Again, up, inhale first, exhale around, and back. One more, inhale. And back. Now, we're going to try, and it's fine, you stick with the first one. This is the full body teaser. Starting in total supine position, shoulders down. Take our arms over our head, Plug the arms into the shoulder joint, wrap the ribs, sink the belly, lift the pelvic floor, get that powerhouse ready. You're going to need it. And you're going to get a little past the shoulder blades before you lift the legs. Make sure you lift the legs in an active state, squeezing the inner thighs together. You can watch me do one. Inhale, exhale up, lift, and then lower. Tremendous amount of control with this movement. We're going to try it again. Get that powerhouse ready. You can't do this exercise without engaging your powerhouse. Take your inhale down here. Exhale. And back. On the next one, let's hold the high position. Shoulders down, ribs down, abs in. Exhale. Hold. Now, you're here. You can bend your knees if this is too much. Take your legs down, lift them up. Take them down, lift them up. This is lower abs here. Down, up. Down, up. Down, up. One more. Down, up, hold. Roll down. And rest. Good job. Well, it's time to turn over. We're going to do the swim, the breaststroke, and the dart. Really primed for this because we warmed up the body at the beginning of class. So we're going to roll over, put the hands above your head, press the hands into the floor, arch up. Thighs off, arms off, one arm, one leg, swim. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. This is your last one. Inhale, exhale. Drop your legs long to the floor. Spiral one. Exhale around. One more. Dart. Shoulders together. Legs kissing. Thighs off. Exhale. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And time for a stretch. Up into our Mermaid series. Knees going left. Tighten up the position. Reach up with the left arm and feel that rib cage stretch. Between each rib is an intercostal muscle. These muscles are key to the Pilates breath. So you want to inhale, expand the ribs. Exhale, tighten the ribs. If you do this in the proper way enough times, your ribs will get sore, which means you usually don't work those muscles. They're very deep, but they're really important for good breathing. Inhale, exhale, open, sit tall, come over into the side bend. Circle the arm back. And then into that side bend again, drop that arm into the shoulder joint. Turn, pull the navel in as you turn. Diagonal with the arm. Make sure the abs are in. Try to square the shoulders as best you can to the floor. You'll feel a little stretch in that outer minimus medius, outer hip area. Back up and over. And let's bring the legs forward and into the tight position for the Mermaid traditional on the other side. Knees are going to the right, lift the right arm and reach. Once again, feel those ribs open up. Now close. Open up, close. Open up the legs into a wide mermaid and then over and feel that stretch through the sides. Feels wonderful. Roll back with the arm, around the joint, and then back into that side breath, and then turn. Back to the side, come to the front, and it's time for our stretches. So let's take our ring or our strap or our towel, come back down. Let's get a good leg stretch in supine position. We're going to lengthen the non-stretching leg and lengthen the stretching leg. Get the back of the knee long, flex the foot, settle the hips into neutral, slide the shoulders away from the ears, create a beautiful elongated neck, and just hold that position in a static stretch. No pumping, just hold. Now, take it out to the side without moving the pelvis. Keep the neck long. Take the resting arm out to your side while you hold same leg, same arm on the inner thigh stretch. Back up, cross the midline, flex the foot, and hold. Back up, and let's change things. Place that ball of the foot in the towel or the strap of the ring. And find that position where you're challenging the stretch, but not forcing it, and hold. Take it out to the side, and hold. Use your breath. Go. Cross over, flex the foot, keep the hip close to the floor. Back up again. Bend the knees, roll up. Find a comfortable position on the floor for your legs. It can be here, it can be here, you choose. And just roll those shoulders. Take it up out of the joint and then back in, loosening up all those ligaments while your body is warm. And reverse. Let's look to your right, back to center. Look to your left, back to center. While you're looking, make sure the neck is long first. Make sure you don't move your shoulders. You want to make sure that just the isolation of the neck turn 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Look center, look up, and jut the jaw. Cross the hands with the fingertips at the collarbone and pull the hands towards your belly, and then lift your chin. Feel a wonderful stretch through the front of the neck. Change the hand position. Try it again. Back to center. Let's look diagonally down, and then up. Down, up, down, up, and then just a tilt. So you want to make sure the neck is long, and then just tilt into that left shoulder while the right shoulder is pressing down and the upper trap is getting stretched. Back to center and to the other side. One side will always go tighter. This is my tighter side. Feel the stretch. to center. Take your arms out to the side, and we're going to breathe in for 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 8. So everything that goes in has to come out. So breathe in for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. We're going to try one more of those. Inhale. Hold. Out. Good job. Hope you enjoyed class today. I'll be here Monday, Thursdays until the end of the semester, which officially ends for the Pilates and Cardio Fusion on the 16th Thursday. So, see you soon. Take care. Have a good week.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.